Okay, I'm Erin. I've been a member of Blvd for a year and a half. I still feel brand new, but it's been a year and a half. I am a mother of two, a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old, and I work from home. I work for a virtual charter school. I'm an administrator. I I run support programs for my school. Walking through Blvd's doors, I was very focused on my family, everyone else, my job. A typical day was basically taking care of the kids, all of their outings, sports, piano, music, school. And then my work day, I mentioned I work from home, was just very sedentary. And my job was or is very emotionally and mentally draining. I'm taking care of a lot of urgent needs, supporting through crises for students and families. And so it weighs heavily on you. And then on top of that, I was taking care of my own family and their needs and everything. And that was really it. I had nothing that was mine. And I didn't really feel like I was missing anything either at the time. That was just, that's what it was. I was taking care of others. And then my relationship with my body at that time, I wouldn't say I ever had like a self-loathing relationship with my body. I was always content and proud of what I did and who I was. I was always taking care of others. But I feel like I had a misunderstanding. My body and I had a misunderstanding. I had no idea what my body could do. I just always knew, or had internalized, like, I'm just not athletic. That's just who I am. I'm not an athlete. I'm not someone who works out. I'm not someone who play sports. I never had, and that was just that. And I was comfortable with that being my reality. Good question. I don't think I ever had a specific moment where I'm like, that's it, I'm done. I quit. But there was definitely a season where I was questioning questioning what I was doing. And it was when I started marathon training, actually. And I was wondering, like, I'm just a very like I'm a very goal focused person, like goal driven, I think. So when I have a goal, that's what drives me, or I'm very externally motivated. So the external, even validation from others, people praise, all of that also gets me going. And so when I first joined CrossFit, you have that like excitement, it's new energy, it's something new, and I'm excited. And then I was doing well because I was going from nothing. So going from like never even touching a barbell to seeing quick progress because it was like I can do things I had never known I can do. And then I started running and I started marathon training, and my strength training definitely took a hit because of just the commitment and time and energy I was putting into running. And that made me I remember just, I had my first strength cycle where I didn't PR anything. And prior to that, every single cycle, I was like, a PR, I keep growing, and I can see it on paper and I can see it in my little Wodify chart and everything. And I'm like, I'm not growing anymore. Why am I even here? But then what kept me coming is easy, and it was the community. So even though I kind of like talked myself out of that negative thinking of this has to be like all or nothing. It's okay to give what I can to strength training and CrossFit while I'm giving something to something else. And came to terms with that, and then kept coming because it's the best way to start my day. 5:30 a.m. with that group of people. So for something coming into the gym and then having something be mine, um, gave me a sense of who I am, what I'm capable of, and then beyond that, like what I can. I'm turning it into something that's not mine because I'm a woman and that's what we do. But I'm like, also, I can do more for others because I have more strength, I have more energy, but also I feel like we're afraid to take care of ourselves because we feel like it's taking away from our families. But it's the opposite. We're able to give more of ourselves because I'm more myself now, right? Before I was giving fragments of myself because I wasn't even whole. And now I am, and I can be fully present. I can, my strength and my body and my mind, right? I'm more at home, well, both, yeah, especially at home. Functional fitness is everything, becoming more strong. The things I'm just physically able to do are amazing, that I can show up for my family, my kids, my neighbors. I can say, like, do you need help? And I can feel confident, like, I can help. I can actually help. So that's great. But I think even even more rewarding to me about how this journey has changed my home, I think, is when I first did my trial class here. I came home and I told my son, Diego, who was, I think, 6 at the time, I went to the gym today. I tried a new gym. And he goes, was it mostly boys? And I was like, no, it was actually mostly women. Why do you ask? And he's like, well, because boys work out and girls don't. And it was like a punch in the gut, because we are a feminist family. Like, the language we use, the books we read, the things we watch are all like, women can do anything. Women are strong. Women are powerful. He has a feminist t-shirt. So it's not, that didn't come from what he's hearing. It came from what he was observing. And so he saw his mom sitting on the couch, his mom cooking, his mom at home, his mom not doing anything for her, and his dad exercising. So for Diego to say that was just a really big reality check for me, that actions speak louder than words, right? He was just acknowledging what he noticed. And so for my children to see such a transformation in their mom, to see her choosing herself, that women can be strong, that moms can be strong, moms can work out and prioritize themselves and take care of themselves. And that has been everything. That now I know my kids are gonna, not only did my son get to see the shift, and that's an active choice I made, but now my daughter, who's younger, is growing up just knowing that that's mom, and that's how she can be too, and she can choose herself. And